In September of 2018, we announced a collaboration with Woodwell Research Center, which we're really excited about. And the goal there is to assess climate science and climate change and its effect on the capital markets. We have 6 key climate variables that are under study. They are heat, drought, wildfire, hurricane, flood, and water access. And what we're attempting to do is to really understand those variables, the best measures of them, put them on maps, then place capital market insights on top of those maps. We're calling this process integrated spatial finance. So spatial finance is the visual of the maps. The integration is really with our investors who have years and years of experience and insight with these companies and sectors. So we've had a number of interesting insights already in our collaboration with Woodwell. And a lot of that has structured around the concept of livability. Some areas are just going to be far less attractive to live in the future. And so when we think about that, we think about a number of assets that could be repriced due to migration out. And we think of those generally as more at risk if they're fixed in location. If you're in a fixed location that's susceptible to climate change, you could have serious problems in the future. Some fixed examples would be things like municipal bonds or mortgages where literally they are fixed in that one location for 20 or 30 years until they mature. In other terms, we would think about areas like airlines over airports. An airport is fixed, an airline can change, its routes and where it flies. Agricultural equipment over agricultural land. The land is fixed, the equipment may be needed in multiple areas. And another one would be cruise ships over theme parks. Again, theme parks could just be in really tough areas for future climate change. Cruise ships could change their routes. I think a lot of change is coming that is really going to disrupt people's patterns of thinking. For example, there's going to be a lot more drought in many areas, while at the same time there will be more rain. Those are two things that you wouldn't actually associate with each other, but the problem is that the rain just doesn't come at the time you need it. It comes at a different time. So we view climate change as a risk, and like any other risk in our client portfolios, we want to have an informed view on it. And working with the scientists has been unbelievably educational and informative to us. And from a societal perspective, of course, there's a big idea here, which is that if we can influence pricing in capital markets, that could actually affect change quicker than more political discussion may.